They say the piece is the most accurate medical drama of all time. Let's find out. This is definitely how crowded it usually is in the casualty, in the A&E, all the time. Accident and emergency casualty is always this crowded.
I spent the last 2 hours coding it.
That's always a rough way to end the night, because this is the job that keeps on giving.
I see that they're doing a handover. The people that were on call the previous day or the previous night are handing over to the next team on call for the day. So this is really what happens. So you do your handover, you brief them on the patient that you've managed. The doctor that was on call previously is quite sad about the patient they not do well, which is very normal. It's usually what happens, very realistic, yes. I remember the first time I witnessed a patient die, the first time, it was heartbreaking. So it's truly the job that keeps on giving. It's really heartbreaking when you work so hard on a patient and they eventually pass. It makes your call such a sad call, even though you've saved a lot of life. But that one life you lose, it takes a toll on your mood.
We have some new faces with us this morning. Good morning, good morning. Come on over. Starting with second-year resident Dr. Melissa King.
So whenever these introductions happen, this is always normal. When new students come, it's always normal for your chiefs, your seniors to introduce themselves. The hierarchy, your senior registrar, the interns, the registrars, everybody introduces themselves to each other and familiarize in the team. So yeah.
Got two trauma
Okay, copy that. Actually, this is most important person you're going to meet today. This is Dana. She's our charge nurse. She is the ringleader of our circuit.
And it's very true. The nurses are the ones that are really in charge. So you're in charge nurses, the matrons, yeah. You just give them their accolades so you can have peace around, or else it's trouble.
Hold out your hands for me, Louie. Got the two of the Razapam on it.
We call that tremors, yeah.
Where's your tooth, Charlie? I can find out. Cancel the discharge, order a chest x-ray, gotta rule out aspiration.
So the patient has an accident, he has a missing tooth, you want to know where the tooth is. You make sure it's not in the airway, you're making sure. So you always need to do an x-ray to rule that out, rule out aspiration.
By before factor PCC, there's a brain bleed.
What's the PCC? No.
Clotting factors 2, 7, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Yes, during the management of a patient, your senior colleagues will always be asking you questions like this on the go. And it's always important that you know the answers to them, those that you are reading.
You fit, didn't touch her.
Did she faint or did she trip off the platform?
Nobody moves. The other guy jumped down, pulled her off the tracks just as the train was rolling in. Isolated injury to the foot.
I saw a TikTok video where someone was reacting to doctors using the scissors to tear the clothes off someone's body while they were still alive. It's a very normal thing, and they thought that was absurd. It's a very normal thing. You don't have time to actually start pulling out just use the scissors and start aggressively resuscitating the patient.
How we doing?
Vital stable.
Unlike these two.
Ooh, good for you. Princess made a joke.
Loko-loko ka talaga, no?
And I thank you for that beautiful blessing. Namaste.
You always have a very cocky, very annoying colleague, and this guy seems to be the one in this team right now. Always cracking jokes, always bringing humor, and also being annoying in every situation.
You know how likely patients are to recommend this hospital?
This is an emergency department, not a Taco Bell.
Oh my god, this is so true, and it happens more often than not where you have enough bed space in the ER, and there are certain facilities, tertiary facilities, where you're not comfortable with referring. You always like to manage. Staff shortage, beds are not enough, facilities are just inadequate, and it can be very frustrating, make work environment very frustrating and making you very ineffective with your management, and that's very annoying, and it always happens all the time. So I really understand what they're going through, right? Sometimes when you even tell patient relatives that there is no bed space, it's always like, but it's true, there's no bed space. Talk to your government. As I even speak in Nigeria right now, where I'm filming this video, nurses are on strike over some of their demands that have not been met. So what do you expect the hospital to look like right now? I learned that they're not admitting patients. New patients are not being admitted. The ones on ground, doctors are trying to discharge as much as possible because they're doing everything, both the nurse's job and the doctor's job, serving medications, taking vitals, everything themselves. So yeah.
At the hospital saves money keeping patients down here in the pit.
Okay, so now I know where the name the Pitt is coming from. That's what this doctor calls, the emergency department, the Pitt, because of the situation of things. He calls it the Pitt. Oh, that's a very brilliant one, Chief.
Nationwide problem. Your predecessor, Adamson, sure as hell knew that. Wasn't that something he taught you?
Fuck.
Worst part about complaining is that you then hear things like senior colleagues who went through it, we even went through worse. And so what? Is that why we should go through worse? Can't it get better? And that's exactly what she's telling him now. He's about to pass out.
Best student down.
God, this is so funny. And let me just put myself on blast. This is so realistic to the point that it has happened to me. I have literally passed out during ward rounds while I was in medical school. Yes, so this happens more often than you think. It's very true. It happens, especially as a medical student. Some of these things you're seeing it for the first time. So you just.
Do you think he'll wake up? Maybe. Maybe not. Has anyone notified the family?
So if at any point you're managing a patient and you see that it's 50-50, or regardless of how the situation is going while managing a patient, it's always very important that you always keep the relatives in the know. Always carry them along so that they know how good or how bad the situation is.
Potassium is 7.7, creatinine 5.6.
EUCR the range. This patient now has potassium 7 point something, and you already know that this is above the normal limit, and the person has renal failure, so you just know that dialysis is the way to go, and ultimately probably a kidney transplant, which is very expensive.
Collins is going to place ephemeral quintin under ultrasound guidance. It's an excellent way to learn.
Yes, it's true. The best way to learn as a medical student is by watching. Always be there to watch and always be there to assist. That way it sticks.
The trauma of working in the ER is one that is not really talked about as much. So here the doctor is literally so overwhelmed with the amount of patients that they are seeing. He's beginning to have flashback about COVID-19 period, which was very traumatic for a lot of people.
Abby, we need to intubate here.
This episode literally ended with a banger, and if you want me to react to other episodes of The Pitt, I will definitely get to it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, remember to like, comment, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in another one. Stay happy and healthy. Bye!